So we're getting ready to take care of this assignment that Mr. Seward is giving us. So what I want you to do first, is to go to his homepage, click modules. All right, and may the luck of the leprechauns be with you, I guess. Now, the thing that we're working on right now is this. This is what we're working on, the slope graphing project. Oh, it's actually supposed to be these two things. All right, yeah, so that's what we're working on. Ignore that. We're working on these two, the project, slope project number 1 and the slope project graphing. All right, so that's what we're working on. So let's get to work on it. All right, so what I want you to do is to click this and to open it in a new tab. And then click this and open it in a new tab. Okay, and once you've done that, you're going to see two things. You're going to see one that says Slope Project 1, and it's a PDF. That's what you're going to look for, that PDF. And the other one is actually going to be a CAMI piece. All right. So after that, the other one is going to be a CAMI piece. So on this page, you're going to click the PDF, let that populate, and it's going to give you the directions. These are the directions you're going to do. There are 8 steps, but if you're doing it online, you can skip step number 1 and 2. So you're really just looking at step 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay? That's all you're really looking at is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, so this is one page, and then the graph is going to be on the other page. So we go back to this page, and it says that you need to graph -18 and -8. Well, that was a mistake. All right, so that really should be -14, -8. That's what it should be. It should be -14, -8 instead of -18, -8. And then for B, you're going to put -12, 13. So what you'll do is you'll go back to this page with the graph, and we're going to come down a little bit, and let me see, it's -14, -8. So using CAMI, I'm going to use the drawing tool, and I'm going to -14, then I'm going down to -8, and I want to draw my first dot. All right, -14, -8. Now, if you remember, when you're drawing, when you're using CAMI and you're drawing, then the X and the Y are the ordered pair, and they're in a parentheses. The X tells you left or right, which way to go, and the Y tells you up or down, which way to go. So this X of -14 said to start here and go all the way 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, not 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 here. It told me to go to the left, negative, and then it says to go down 8, -8. So, right? So I'm right here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's how I got there. That's how that happened. Okay? That's how that happened. So the XY, X is left and right, the Y is up and down. So we have that? We have that? Okay, so now that we have that, let's go back and see what the other work we have to do is, all right? So we'll go back here and it says for B, draw the following, okay. B is negative 12, 13. Negative 12, 13. Negative 12, 13. So using drawing, negative 12, I'm going to go to the left, negative 12, which is right here. And then it says 13. So I need to kind of go up a little bit. All right. So negative 12 is here. And I'm going to go all the way up to the 13th line. That's right here. Okay, so let's look back here. So we did negative 18, well, actually negative 14, negative 8. We did negative 12, 13. So now, so that's AB. Draw the following using all line segments. So that's AB. So I need to go back and draw AB on that. Let me bring down my size so I can see it. There we go. All right, so this line is going to go through this all the way down here. So I'm gonna label that AB. All right, it's not perfect, but Mr. C will understand, okay? It's not perfect, but that's okay, good. And so our next one is negative 12, 18. Negative 12, 18. I'm going to use a different color. So I'm going to change my color. I'll use green. Negative 12, 18, which means I need to do 14, right? Negative 12 is 14. So I'll put a point here. You see how I'm going back and forth? And instead of 18, it should be 14. And this one says negative 9, 7. So I'm going to go back here. Negative 9, 7. That's right. That's negative 9 right there. So that'll be my next line. And I can just draw that. And that was BC. All right, and you're gonna just do that until you finish all of these problems. And then it's gonna tell you to highlight a negative slope. Now, what does a negative slope look like? A negative slope looks like this. And highlight an undefined slope in quadrant 2. All right, what's an undefined slope look like? An undefined slope looks like this. A zero slope looks like this. And a positive slope will look like this. Okay, in paragraph form, explain how to find the slope of a line. So you're going to use your words. You're just going to type in a sentence to say how you find the slope of any given line. And the way we find the slope is what we've just been doing. What we've been doing is we'll put down 2 points. Like for instance, we put a point here, a point here. What we did to find the slope is we went up 1, 2, 3. So slope is 3 over 1, 2, 3. So that's 3 over 3, and that actually turns into 1. 3 divided by 3 is 1. So that's how we find the slope. So what we did first, we plotted the points. Second, we counted up and to the right. The number up is the numerator. The number below is to the right, and that's the denominator. So that's one way that you can answer that. That's one of the ways you can answer that, all right? So that's how you're going to work on this assignment. If you have any questions, please let me know and I'll help you. Just email me, text me, and I'll help you.